Guys. Hi, everybody. We'll see as people start hopping on. I'm going to send another quick Voxer to remind everyone that out time. If you're on and you have my Voxer or my phone number, feel free to Vox me or text me and let me know that you are on. It's been a couple weeks since we've done it via Google Hangout, so hopefully everyone goes to the right place because we've been doing Zoom lately. But this was going to be easier for me to do it this way because I'm mostly just teaching, so there doesn't necessarily have to be a lot of interaction tonight. Because I'm going to talk about our brand new app and some other fun things. Let's talk about our brand new app. I'm so excited about the myCustomers app. And I'm Allie for anyone who doesn't know. Yay, we have one viewer. And I'm sure that number will start to jump up as people get on. And yes, it makes me feel better seeing that there's one, because at first I was worried that I didn't post the link right or something. So yeah, well, I'll give it another minute or so and see who else hops on, and then we'll get started. Make sure it's prepared. Papers all around. Thank goodness for my giant desk. If anyone's looking for a really good desk, I recommend IKEA. I found a really awesome one that was so perfect for my space. After that little sales pitch, so I guess I'll go ahead and get started, and as people hop on, they'll be able to catch up, and this is recorded, so anyone can come back and either to recap what I've done, review, or miss it completely, because I know some people couldn't be on tonight. But I'm Allie, for anyone who doesn't know. I am a part of one of Brittany's personal recruits. I've been in the business for almost 5 years. October will be my 5-year anniversary. I am a car driver in our unit and a feature director / DIQ. My team and I, we're going to be offspring unit, which is super exciting as we build this national area. And I'm sure some of you know what that means and some of you don't, and I'll kind of try to explain that as we go. But let me just say, if you want to earn a car, going and picking up your first car in the entire world. I've been driving my car actually almost a year now. I picked it up last August, which is super fun. That year went by really, really fast. But so I guess I wanted to start off by giving kind of a couple announcements and talking about some stuff. So first of all, it's August officially. This is like Mary Kay's August 2nd, I guess, because they did an awesome thing and they extended the month of July for 24 extra hours because the technology was not keeping up with everyone trying to finish up their July. So I'm still trying to get in the swing of things, but that threw me off a little bit. But my August is off to a great start, and I hope yours is too. I know some people earned their July in bracelets and commuted. I earned mine, and I know I worked hard to do that because I wanted to be able to have all 12. If you didn't earn yours, just make sure you earn the other 11. The one this month, they're all gorgeous. I got to see them when I went to Dallas for a summons. None of the pictures of Mary Kay's prizes ever do any of the prizes justice. I will just tell you that right now. But the bracelets are gorgeous. I cannot wait for mine to show up in the mail. And the one for this month, I think, is more of a rose gold color. The July one was more of a silver. And it says something about live by the golden rule or something. And all of them have Mary Kay Ash's signature on the inside. They're so pretty. They're going to be something that if you wear them out and about, people are going to stop you and talk to you. When I wear a lip color or an eye color, or I wear some sort of Mary Kay jewelry or have a Mary Kay bag, that people are going to notice, because when someone compliments me on it, I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, especially when it's jewelry or a bag. And I'll be like, actually, I got it as a prize for free. And they're like, what? And I'm like, oh, I'm a Mary Kay beauty consultant. Have you ever been offered a free facial makeover? Yeah, I got this purse just for like working my business. And so not only can you get like a customer and a booking, but a lot of times you can already start layering them as a plum. I've gotten some people that way before. So that's just a little sidebar advice right there. Some other fun things for August. Our new products are about to come out. I'm so excited. If you guys haven't seen or heard us talking about the new chemical peel from the Time Wise Repair line, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. They gave everyone one at seminar, and perks of going to seminar is you get like a credit on your order after it's in, and usually end up giving us one of the new. So I was so excited. I've already used it twice. Talking about it in several, which I, again, like for going to seminar, we got early order privileges for that, which was so awesome. So go to events, because the company rewards you like crazy when you go to events, and those who show up truly do go up. Like I know you guys have probably heard us say that. And if you haven't, or if you have, like, it's so true. I've seen that time and time again. They're amazing. I love the chemical peel. All I've done is talk about it, and my customers are like, I want it. I want to try it. And any of my ones who have been the first to try it, I just like give them a little discount. But the other product come out, we're allowed to start ordering them either the 10th or the 15th of this month. So if you were a fourth quarter star that ended June 15th, then you get to order the new products on the 10th. Or if you enrolled any of your customers, even if it was just one in program PCP, you can also order on the 10th. Everyone else can order, I believe it's on the 15th. It might be the 16th, but I'm 99% sure it's on the 15th. I probably should check that beforehand. But I love that. The new products are all amazing. I'm so excited. We got to see all of those and try those out while we were at seminar. There's some gorgeous new semi-matte lipsticks. There's new lip liners, a new lip primer, some gorgeous metallic nail colors. There's like a rose goldish one, a gold one, a like navy blue one. They're all so pretty. A new satin hands, and all kinds of other fun stuff. Like there's an iPad. I'm really excited why. And that Time Wise Repair chemical peel is so amazing. Order one the second you can get it. So that's all of that. Those are some of the kind of like housekeeping things. Sorry, I keep looking down at my notes just to make sure I don't miss anything. But one of the big things, I don't know if any of you guys watched Brittany's video that she posted today talking about book 10 and booking and that kind of stuff, but then also talking about some of our goals, like million in this national area and our new national debut date. I'm so excited that she announced it. And I don't think you guys even understand like what being $1 million unit means. And for anyone who wasn't at seminar, you totally have no clue how awesome it's going to be. When we become $1 million unit this year, it means we are one of the top units. Like we will be in the top 10, probably even like top 3 units in the entire United States. And we'll most likely be like the #1 unit, which means that Brittany will get to give a speech at seminar and give shout outs to us who helped play a part in that role, which is so, so cool. Plus, $1 million units get to do $1 million march across the seminar stage. Every single person in that $1 million unit who played a part gets to walk across stage at seminar for being a part of the $1 million unit. Like that doesn't happen. Like whole units don't walk across stage unless you're $1 million unit. So that's really, really cool. And we'll be one of the first. We'll be the first time in Ohio, and like I think it's at least 8 years. Like that's a long time, and that's a really prestigious thing. People are gonna be like, "Hey, who the heck are those bombshells?" It was a huge deal. Not many people were $500,000 units in our area, let alone in Ohio. And that was the year that we got followed around by camera people at seminar from corporate. They like wanted to follow us around and talk to Brittany and find out all our secrets on how we went from like $300,000 unit club to $500,000. Because it's that big of a deal when you make a big jump. We've done $500,000 for 3 years in a row. It's totally time for us to double and do $1 million. And to do that, I mean, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take people earning in bracelets. It's going to take people doing book 10s. It's consultants and red drivers and DIQs. And it's going to take new offspring directors, because when you are an offspring director, it actually counts as like extra credit towards the production goal, which I think is so cool. So I'm excited that when I debut in a month or two, we will count for an extra like $25,000 production just for being an offspring unit. Like, how cool is that? So if we have like 10 or 8 or offspring directors, we're gonna pull in an extra like $1,000 production. Like, that's awesome, which makes the load a lot easier for everybody else. So million is like such a huge deal, and I hope you guys enroll in the school and figure out how you can play into this and be a part of that win, because it's going to be a huge win for all of us. And I love that when we are part of that huge win, it means that other people are getting wins. People are becoming sales directors, that people are reaching their goals and their dreams and their vacations and getting cars, or taking the cash compensation instead to pay for something else that they need. It just means everything. Like, what is your why? Why are you working this business? What did you want to, like, why did you start your business? What do you want from it? That was one thing that I heard over and over again at seminar, was talking about your why and how you need to know your why. And when you know your why, I feel like it helps you overcome the obstacles and be willing to push through and above and over and under anything that life throws at you. I've told my team multiple times, like, some of them talk to me about my struggle. Usually my thing, either when I'm talking about my struggle or when I'm talking about theirs, I'm like, it's either the devil asking you, how bad do you want this? Because the devil wants to see how easy it is to stop you from reaching your goal. Because obviously the devil does not want you to be able to give the glory to God or to reach your goals and to be awesome and word. The other thing is, sometimes they say, especially when you get no's, or like that 1 in a million person who hangs up on you when you make a booking call, like, literally I've had that happen like twice in my 5 years. I always say it's God protecting you, like, from that person, because they shouldn't be in your life. So, but like, how bad do you want it when you have a why that is so deep and so strong and I heard it, or like you're just having a bad day, it doesn't matter, because you have a goal and you want to reach it. Speaking of not done, the 21-day booking challenge. Sorry, my mom is like calling me. I'm making sure it's nothing important. She just texted me. But when you make those 10 booking calls every day, oh my gosh, the 21-day booking challenge is amazing. Like, it's basically making 10 calls every single day and following up with text messages, and then having a system to follow up every couple of days if you don't hear from them. It's amazing. It works. Do it. Like, and trust me, there are lots of days I don't want to pick up the phone, and it's really hard days where I feel £1,000,000. But once I've made my calls, I feel so much better. I know Friday night. So this is an example of kind of the devil I'm pushing. So I had Brittany's $1 million makeovers, or whatever we're calling them on Friday nights, the glamour thing, at her house, and then drive from my place to her place. So I like rush out of work and like drive to Brittany's, and I'm so excited about my guests because we've been trying to get together for a while. And she messages me at like 6 o'clock. Hey, I'm gonna be late. I'm sorry. Like, do you have another time, like later tonight? And I was like, no, like, I mean, I do, but I don't have anyone after you. You can totally come late. Like, what time are you thinking? We ended up rescheduling her for Saturday morning. Instead, I asked Brittany if I could just invite this girl to Brittany's on Saturday morning and still use her studio, so I didn't have dresses. And I was like, would you mind if I like hang around and book? And like, since I already drove here. And Brittany's like, yeah, like, I have some stuff to do. I'll do some booking too. So Brittany sat and got some work done. I made booking calls, and then Brittany made booking calls too. Like, the second half of when I was making calls, I got 5 bookings sitting there for an hour with Brittany making calls. If I had driven, I'd have done them. And that was the devil testing me. Like, how bad did I want it? I could have driven home. I could have just not done anything because my guests like rescheduled. No, I used that time productively because I already had it planned out. So just some words of wisdom, like, try and utilize your time the best you can. If you already have it blocked out for Mary Kay, like, use it for Mary Kay, use it for bookings, or go out and warm chatter. So Brittany and I were talking the other day about some of my goals, and we were talking about how many bookings and calls, all this stuff. And she's like, where are you getting those leads? I'm like, oh, I have some referrals, but I do need to get back in the habit of warm chattering. She's like, well, what are you doing this afternoon? She's like, I have time from this time to this time. I could meet you to go warm chat. I was like, well, like for those of you who don't know, I coach cross country, and I do work another full-time job right now. My goal is to make Mary Kate time. And I get off work at 3:30, and I have practice at 6. I'll get flipped around a little bit, but that's kind of what it looks like now. And I was like, oh, like I wish I could go, but like I have practice and all this stuff. Like there's not a lot of time in the middle. And then I was like doing the math, and I'm like, I was like, if I like basically like sprint to Easton, I could meet you for like 45 minutes and we'll just have to power through. And she's like, do you want to? I was like, yeah. So I met Brittany for 45 minutes. I got a couple great contacts. I'm so excited about it. And I wouldn't have gotten those sucking it up and being like, I'm going to do it anyway. So that's that. And like totally things I didn't really have planned to tell you. So also book 10, don't forget book 10 is extends to the 6th. So get 10 bookings up on 6th for the month. Super good to do. I have 8 up right now. Who else has bookings up? It's super fun. So those are a lot of the things I want to talk about. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always willing to like answer questions, give advice, whatever it is. So now let's jump into the My Customers part, because I know that's what a lot of you wanted to hear about. So I do have notes because I've played around with it some, but not a ton yet. I know a little bit about it. So what I think I'm going to do first, so the My Customers Plus app is amazing. I am so excited. The fact that corporate created this for us, they told us about it a year ago, and I've been like dying for the last year to get my hands on this app. It's so great. There is a subscription fee. I will say that up front, but I think it's $4.99 a month plus tax. So it's like $5.18 or something stupid. Like, I don't know, a little bit over $5 a month. But for me, like I'm not always the best at managing my inventory. There are times I think I need something and I actually need something else, and I order something and then I'm like, I don't even have this on my shelf. So I think in that alone, like it's totally gonna be worth it. It's gonna help me better manage my inventory and my customers and like save me so much time, and it's gonna have everything at the palm of your hand. And it all syncs with InTouch, so you don't have to worry about having things in 2 different places. So the first thing I'm going to show you, I am going to do a screen share if I can remember how to do this, to show you how to subscribe. This is the easiest way that I found to subscribe. So let me see if I can show you guys how to do this. Here we go. Share. Present to everyone. Yay. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see my screen. So this is my InTouch. Let me see if I can't. Oh, I need to go to that window. Okay. So if you scroll down on your main page, it talks about the My Customers app here. It's also MK News. Or if you even use a search bar and search My Customers, I think that'll work too. But if you go to the My Customers little thing, it might make me log back in. Oh, yeah, it didn't. After it loads, my Wi-Fi has been really not liking me lately. So if you scroll down, it talks about, the $4.99 a month plus applicable sales tax. It talks about some of the different features. And if you scroll down, this quick start guide is also actually what I have printed out in front of me to remind me of all the different pieces. The thing you want to do is the subscription. So you click subscribe now, manage your account. You sign up, put in your credit card or debit card information that you want to be charged every month. That $4.99 plus tax. And then once you do that, go back into InTouch, come to this page again, and then that's when you either click the Apple or Google, and that's when you'll get to download it. But you have to subscribe first and then come back to this page to download it. Or at that point, you might be able to just search in the App Store like on your phone. I'm not sure, but that's how I did it, is did the subscription, came back to this page. Hopefully that helps. Let me go back to the Hangout. Okay. Yeah, you can hopefully see me again. Hopefully you got to see that on the screen. So this app is awesome. So I'm just going to walk through a lot of the different features that are part of this app. So this app on the main screen, you can do a lot of different things. It has a customer section, an order section, catalog, my inventory, my 6 things, notifications, obviously settings. There's a search bar. Oh my gosh, the search bar, the universal search bar, that. And then in the bottom corner, there's a little plus button. That's like the universal button that lets you do a lot of different things really quickly, and we'll talk about all of those too. So the universal global search, no matter what section you're in, when you click, you can pretty much search by anything. You can search by customer name, you can search by orders, you can search by products, you can search by tags, you can search by all kinds of things. And the one on the home screen makes it like start there, and it'll search through all of the different sections, which is super great. And then definitely make sure that you allow access to your camera, or on, I think it works on your tablet too. I haven't tried that. I need to try it on my iPad. But your camera can scan. So the camera icon on there lets you scan products. And we'll talk about all the different ways that that helps. You can also scan UPS shipping codes, which we'll talk about how that helps too. So the camera scanning, you can scan products using the product packaging. So like on the top of the box, typically there's like what it is and that like number. If you scan that with your phone for the product scanning, you can either add it to an order or you can add it to your inventory. So this is really, really great. So if you are putting together someone's order, you can just kind of keep scanning as you put it in their bag or whatever it is, and it all populates into your order for them. Or if you want to tally up what all you have on your shelf, you can do it that way too by individually scanning all the products that are currently on your shelf. Let me preface this by saying, if you are taking the time to put all your inventory in here, do not do it during customer hours. So do it after 9 p.m. or before like 8 or 9 a.m. You don't want to do it during prime people time because you could be talking to people, calling people, seeing people, making money. We don't want to be doing non-income producing things during income producing time. The other thing that's super awesome, I'm super excited. I haven't gotten an order since this has happened, but I'm super pumped for my like order to come. And like we can shipping like barcode on either the packing slip or on the box. I don't know where or what because I haven't got to do it yet, but you can scan the barcode and it'll automatically upload everything into your image. Really, really cool. So you won't have to go through every single time you get an order. For those of you who are brand new and just getting your very first order and don't really have everything unpacked or on your shelf, or you just have that one order and haven't really sold a lot or whatever, I'm jealous of you because I have a full store that needs to be all input. Thank goodness I have an awesome little assistant who's helping me with that. But that's awesome. I love that feature. And if you have trouble getting any of your products to scan properly, when you just scan the top of it on the product box, you can always like just go in and search for the product and like add it in. Or if it populates the wrong like shade of something, like you can just go in and kind of search through the different shades and things like that. So the magic button down in the corner, like I said, you can add a new customer, create a new order, use your camera to scan a product or the shipping label, create a reminder, add a note, and you just tap a little X to close it and return to your previous screen. And I think that follows you on all those screens, by the way, the little magic button in the corner, but it's like your quick link to everything. The customer section, I am so excited because this is going to make life so much easier because it's all right there in your app. Oh, and did I mention that if you have an iPhone, it does work with your fingerprint scanner. Love it. So with your customer list, you can filter it by 1,000,001 different ways, like by name, by different tags you have, by like any sort of criteria that it can search by, it'll search by it, which is super fun. You can search by names or tags. You can sort the customer list to make browsing easier, whether it's by ordering date, by name, whatever it is. You can also select multiple customers and take group actions. You can select multiple customers and add the same tag to all of them, which is super fun, or add a message or send an email or archive them or whatever it may be. And when you do send a group message or an email, it will look like a one-on-one message with no other names or contact info visible. So that's super nice because it's like basically group messaging without the group message part. So still making it personal, but much less work for you. And the profile is so much more robust on there. It's so neat because the address automatically links to like the maps function on your phone. So if you like need to figure out how to get to their house to deliver something, it'll link out to the maps function to help you get there. it will automatically let you call, email, text right from there. And view any sort of important details that you need. Add an is. You can even turn on and off your customer's easy ship status. I don't use easy ship. If you want more advice on that, feel free to read more, ask Brittany or I about it, or anyone else that you admire. In terms of all of the orders, really cool features with the orders. And create orders, the only way you can delete an order is on the like desktop InTouch, or I guess if you went to InTouch like from your mobile device, but only on InTouch, not in myCustomers. And then guest checkout orders from your personal website will be noted as such in there. So you'll know which ones are guest checkout orders. Definitely turn on guest checkout. That's my piece of advice. You'll get some extra random orders and it's super fun. You can filter your orders. You can search through your orders. You can tag and archive your orders. There's all kinds of fun features there. And in terms of creating an order, you can create an order in like a million different ways. You can just start it from the main screen. You can do it from the catalog. There's a catalog feature on there. And you can, like when you're scrolling through catalog, you can start adding things to an order. So that's a fun way to do it. You can also start it from your customer orders. You can start it from your customer products, like the products that they've ordered in the past. You can just start an order, like a reorder for them from there. Oh, this is super fun. You can cut and your discounts. I love this. I'm probably gonna have my assistant start inputting orders through the myCustomers app because of this feature. So you can set your own price for individual products by tapping on the price link, which is super cool. And you can set a discount for the whole order, which is super great. You can also choose to cover the cost of shipping or to charge your customer for the shipping. You can adjust your tax rate. You can also set a default tax rate, which obviously you can change later. But I mean, we all pretty much default, our tax rate. So you can just like set it to default so you don't have to set it every single time, which is super cool. And it will denote on there if you did change the pricing of something. That way if you're going back just to reference that if someone asks about it. You can still have them pay by cash. You can mark cash, credit card, check, link out to ProPay, any of that. You can mark how they paid within the myCustomers app. And you can do both CDS and my inventory orders through there. Personal website orders, if you allow push notifications, we'll send you a push notification through that app to let you know that you do have a personal website order. So that's really cool too, and you can process them all right from the myCustomers app. Other features, let me see. The product catalog is really cool. You can play around with that. It's kind of like the e-catalog, but super, super nice. Okay, inventory. This is one of my favorite things, as you can tell. This is how I sell things. I talk about the things that I love, and you can totally tell because I talk about them all the time. I get really excited. So you can search by the product name or by the number, or you can scan the packaging or the shipping label. And you can sort the inventory list however you want. The number that is next to the name of it is how many that has. I go in and you already have been using the order function within InTouch previously. You might have all negative numbers right now because it links all of those orders back to your inventory. So make sure you get all of those to 0 before you start inputting your inventory. That's one thing that I've learned. And so then all you have to do is start adding how many you have of each thing. So that's super fun. And I love this too. You can set low quantity alerts. So if there's a certain number of each product that you like to have, you can individually set those for each product. So for example, like oil-free eye makeup remover, I keep a ton of that, or mascara, I keep a ton of that on my shelf. So I don't like to have less than like quite a large number on my shelf just because it's something that I move a lot. And it's also the thing that I forget that I run out of sometimes, and I love that I know I always have one on my shelf. But maybe you don't have as many miracle sets, or maybe you don't have as many eyeshadows, or whatever it is. You can individually add those to each product, and so it'll alert you when you need to order more because you're low on it. And you can build your product order based on your so that's super cool too. some features that are coming soon to the My Inventory are you will be able to populate your order. A big order from the company, you can actually have it populate from your inventory and from your orders that you've had. So that way you actually are ordering what you've been selling to restock your shelf, which makes it so much easier instead of like racking your brain or going through receipts or whatever your current process is. Easier to make sure you're never ordering the wrong thing or just like forgetting to order something. Another feature that's coming soon, which I don't know that I completely understand this yet, so it's currently available, is being able to adjust your inventory, what your inventory shows based on the order date period. So I don't know a lot about that. All of this is in that quick guide that I pointed out on InTouch, so feel free to go through and read in more detail. Another fun thing is my 6 things within the myCustomers app. So I am sure you guys, most of you know, that Mary Kay Ash called the 6 most important things list the $35,000 list. If you don't know about that, go read the biography because it's super great. But I love you can add, they're like floating little bubbles that you can add. And as you like check them off, they like disappear. You like pop them off every day. So it's super fun, a super fun way to do your 6 most important things list and to have it with you all the time. So that way if you have a down moment, supposed to get done today, or like, and you can easily do it while you're like laying in bed the night before and look at it first thing when you wake up in the morning. I'm sure everyone pretty much sleeps with their phone next to them. So I love that. There's also notifications, so it keeps you alerted on anything you might need to know about your personal information about the app in general. And there's some fun setting stuff, but I mean, well, fun being not exactly the right word probably, but there's a lot of different settings that you can do, kind of like that tax rate, setting your PIN, setting your fingerprint, all that kind of stuff. You can do all that in the app as well. So hopefully all of that was helpful. I'm sorry, it's probably like brain overload, and I feel like you have to get in and play with it a little bit, but be excited. This is an amazing tool that corporate has put together for us in conjunction with the new InTouch, which migrated back to the old InTouch, but we'll slowly get migrated back onto the new InTouch, which it's super great. I love it. Some of the new ordering features are really neat to use. So that's a little bit of that. 2 other things I'm going to say before I let y'all go, because it has been 30 minutes, is party plan. Make sure you guys, this sheet is the bomb.com. I need to update mine a little bit more. But this is such a good place. If you want a place to win, this is definitely the place to focus right now. Because when you achieve party plan, I guarantee you with all where you want to play. And if you need help figuring out what the best level for you to play in is, talk to Brittany or your director or your recruiter, or whoever it is that you feel like you should talk to. Feel free to talk to me too. I'm totally willing to help you figure that out. But this is the best thing ever, and it's a great tracking tool. I love this. I keep it in my planner all the time. And I don't know if you guys saw, but we are doing a trip. So anyone who achieves certain levels of consistent party plan gets to go on a trip. And depending on what levels you do, different parts of your trip can be paid for. To Florida for Feel the Power, which is going to be an amazing event. You won't want to miss it. Plus, anytime you can get time with do it, because those are the people who are making big money, being super successful. When you can be in their space, you want to. Speaking of which, don't miss Celebration Friday. This Friday night at 7:30 at Brittany's house. It's going to be a blast. And if you achieved anything in the month of July, you will get some sort of recognition. But if not, it'll just be a really fun time. I swear I laugh the hardest when I'm in that. Other thing too, I know Brittany talked about this briefly, but this booklet is amazing. It's Leah Laughlin's 90-day/15-day plan. It is so good. It's an amazing tracking tool. It's amazing. If you don't know what your why is, fill this book out. And be honest. I feel like there have been moments where I filled something like this out in the past and I like played it safe or not written down what I really want to write down. And those are the times where I've probably been the weakest in my business because I wasn't really all sold out on my goal. But I wrote down some big goals that I'm like, I don't know if they're going to happen, but I don't care because it's what I'm going for, because this is the year of our dreams. That's the theme of this year, the year of your dreams. And I truly believe that if you put your mind to it and are willing to do the work for it, you can achieve it. And as you can see, I have a poster behind me. Keep your goals in front of you. That's one thing I've learned. My background on my phone, my background on my computer, my poster, my like desk mat, all of them have my goals all over them. Because the more I see it, the more I'm reminded of, I just need to do the work. I need to make the calls. I need to get in front of the faces. I need to talk to people. So I hope you all took something from this. I hope you guys learned myCustomers app. This quick guide is amazing. I printed out so I had it in front of me for you guys tonight. But it's on InTouch. Feel free to go check that out. Feel free to download the app. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Allie Ernest, I posted the link on the Bombshell Facebook page. So if you need to find me, feel free to friend me, message me, whatever you need to do, because I'd be super happy to answer any questions that I can. But that quick guide is super helpful. So I hope you guys all have a fantastic night, and let's go rock out this $1 million year.